When it comes to hard work, dedication, and seeing the fruits of your labor, there's nothing quite like the level 3 Well, explosions and disruptions aside, when it's well protected and built, the level 3 Sentry in Team Fortress 2 demonstrates a surface level win condition that locks down and controls space for your team.
Woo-wee.
With such an alarming presence and game-altering status, it's no reason that level 3s become a high priority target for the opposing team to destroy. Uncle Dane has said it multiple times, but the key to being an effective engineer doesn't come from the one and done level 3. In a sense, it's more about how you stay proactive in building, working around, and picking yourself back up when your buildings fall apart. This is the LETC mindset. And just like the little engine that could, crafting a sturdy and patient mind is the key to succeeding with a build-a-win-con playstyle. Having gone from competitive Yu-Gi-Oh to Pokemon TCG starting in early 2007, I missed out on a lot of different cards and strategies. In 2011, I stumbled upon the Yugioh 2004 World Championship GBA game. Giving it a go from a love of past Yu-Gi-Oh games, I picked the Fury from the Deep Structure deck. I recognized Ocean Dragular Neo Daedalus from a card shop poster, but after reading his effect, I was amazed and interested in pushing the potential of such a momentum-swinging card. I got back into competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! And dedicated my involvement to this card as my main deck to this day. At its core, Plan A for Neo Daedalus requires this sequence. Summon Leviathan Dragon Daedalus via tribute or special summon, have Ocean Dragon Lord Neo Daedalus in the hand to special summon, successfully play Yumi, then spend Yumi as a cost for the effect. Once that's all pulled off, every card on both sides are sent to the graveyard. Probably go for Deep Sea Diva in case they Diva's actually a good win con later. But yeah, we'll give her to one. Neo Daedalus, right? Alright. Remember, this is send, not destroy. So all those effects that trigger by destroy won't work. Alright, let's see what happens. Uh-oh! Pulling off the effect never gets old, even in matchups that benefit from hand discarding and graveyard resources. With so many moving parts needed to be arranged, how does a competitor handle it when one of those parts stops working? One of Effect Veiler, Solemn Judgment, Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring? All these plans can be stopped in their tracks from one of these simple replies from the opponent. For the Pokemon TCG 2014-2015 season, I made a deck called Fist Bump, using Landorus from Furious Fists, Aegislash-EX from Phantom Forces, Terrakion from Noble Victories, Deoxys from Roaring Skies, Sudowoodo from Breaking Point, and Primal Groudon EX from Primal Clash. I was recognizing the potential in Landorus' damage upon first scans of the Furious Fist set, and I wanted to push the strengths of accelerating energy while blitzing opponents from the get-go with good damage. Using Terrakion to steal back momentum and Aegislash-EX to halt the opponents, it was able to perform pretty well, including a top 4 cities championship placement in Nebraska. By the time of Nationals 2016, I had recognized that a late-game level 3 Sentry was the perfect solution to the burnout weakness the deck was showing during the season. But this wasn't a Plan A Sentry, rather the much-needed late-game finale that a fast deck prone to burnout needed. The thing is, Primal Groudon EX has a key attribute that both the Engineer and Neo Daedalus manually work for: built-in sabotage immunity. The Omega Barrier Ancient trait prevents Primal Groudon EX from being affected by any trainer card, from bench-pulling Lysanders to disruptive enhanced hammers. Being able to never worry about key disruptors provides a huge opening for this moving Glacier playstyle. At US Nationals 2016, there were multiple games that ended in victory because I realized that Landorus and Terrakion were beginning to lose momentum in the mid-game. Once even one Primal Groudon EX is set up, it can be hard to stop as it usually nabs a KO every time it attacks in that format. When life doesn't give you an Omega Barrier though, make the most of you and your team's other strengths. For the Engineer, it's realistic to expect your Sentry gun to go down multiple times in the game. But just like Fist Bump, Primal Groudon EX was only part of the entire team that aims to win. The Engineer's weapon arsenal provides him with a shotgun and pistol, both of which are integral to Team Fortress 2's high-risk, high-reward playstyle with aiming and positioning. A demo man just double grenaded your Sentry? Accept the loss early and begin your approach to killing a class that's designed to be vulnerable at close range. A spy has entered your nest? Use that pistol to quickly check where he might be. With my 12-year run of playing Neo Daedalus, there have been a ton of different deck partners tested amongst multiple metagames. From the early year searchers of Deep Diver and Mother Grizzly, to the summoning and graveyard powerhouses of Frogs and Slushy. There have been a lot of fun monsters played throughout my career that helped Neo Daedalus achieve his Plan A. When it comes to covering for Plan A though, you have to make sure to provide backups of, well, Plans B to Z. The Mermail and Atlantean monsters aided Neo Daedalus with the perfect, well-rounded remedy he was looking for, while Mermail Abyssius and Atlantean Dragoons directly amplified Plan A. Mermail Abyss Megalo and Poseidra the Atlantean Dragon provide brand new win conditions and pressure placed upon the opponent as you look for the window of opportunity to get out Neo Daedalus or just win the game the turn they were summoned. If you're ever feeling down or have plans just not go your way, just always remember to pick up and keep rolling. Keep moving forward is a lifelong lesson that serves as a competitive asset for these games and beyond. If your Sentry gets sapped, go help your soldier on the flank. If your Daedalus gets destroyed, call in Karyushin and the boys. If your Groudons are on the prize cards, bait out a big attack and bring in Sudowoodo. Rather than sulk in your dismantled plans, make it your objective to keep getting back up and use your resources to push yourself towards winning the game, and more importantly, recognize what hard work and ingenuity can bring you no matter the opposition.